your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. Don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet. You get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it. I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play.
Out of my way.
Get out of my way.
Out of my way.
Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Pushing his way through, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Yeah, really with I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
It's not!
Right to the air is Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that real extra competitiveness that you go with them early and often.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Ravens at 4-5, a game under 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson will throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Fields. Now he'll take it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the 50, here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because
that's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Jackson. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now it's Fields. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Fields going to move him around. Now a first carry here for the running back. And a decent decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only look at the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. But we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A shotgun snap. Fields connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the gun, here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Fields. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 180. From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give them credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found their way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fields going to change things up here. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. The Ravens 40-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Hall able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, what?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take over at their 46-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man complete. That's Herrera. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
19 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides.